what's up, my fellow virgins? Today I'm with my man Chris the Man. Oh, damn, bro, you good?
Yeah, bro. One.
Yo, what's up, my fellow? No, I can't. So,
bro, why not, bro? It's the editing, bro.
Bro, fuck that. I already did my intro, bro. I don't like doing it twice. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? This is my man Chris the Man, real quick. You feel what I'm saying? And today, you want to do a shout out?
Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm going by Marcel. You know, I'm a music artist, doing my shit. Yes, sir, bro. What's up?
So today we're about to react to fighting business, you feel what I'm saying? Kamaru Usman, not the usual downfall. We're about to see what they talking about. Because I don't think Kamaru Usman really got a downfall, personally. I just feel like he just, you know, shit just hitting different. You know, it's everybody time to shift. But I feel like he should stay at middleweight. Personally, I should feel like he should stay at middleweight. But let's get into it.
Kamaru Usman is on a 3-fight losing streak.
What should Kamaru Usman do now?
The guy has not won since November of 2021.
You stand back and you see what Hamzat was able to do to a former champion. I mean, it speaks volumes.
Yeah, that first round was just like, my gosh, man. It's just like...
You can hear the outrage already. 0-3? Should be cut immediately. Washed up, exposed, has been, and never was. On paper, this does look bad.
Obviously not the result you wanted, but that was an exciting fight.
It's a tough one. Especially considering that at one point, Kamaru Usman was damn near unbeatable. But let's take a closer look. The devil is in the details here. And while some may write him off as another Tyron Woodley, here is why you shouldn't. 3 fights, and we'll take a look at each one. And by the end of this video, you'll understand that Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian nightmare, one of the greatest welterweights of all time, is still a problem.
I'm a problem.
Before the video start, I'm gonna give my opinion real quick. It's gonna be nice and quick and cute as always. I feel like Kamaru Usman is not washed up. I feel like, you know, the Leon Edwards fight. The Leon Edwards fight is like, okay, there's levels to the game. Now when he fought Hamza, it's like, is it Leon that good? Or, you feel me, he just washed up, as they say. Me personally, I just feel like Kamaru Usman not washed up. His fight against against Hamza Chimaev was pretty good. First round was pretty crazy. Second round was pretty, it was regular round. Third round, I feel like it could have been, if it was a 5-round fight, I feel like the fight would have probably a lot different. Me personally, I think Hamza would have lost.
Yeah. Because
the third round when they were swinging and banging, Kamaru caught him with some strikes and then had him like on the ropes a little kind of bit. I can't lie. And I love Hamza Chimaev, but you feel me? Alright, yeah, I'm back. Let's get it. We back.
Heading into UFC 278, Kamaru Usman was the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and according to a good majority of the fan base, he was on track to matching or even surpassing GSP himself.
Dana says nobody was a bigger hater on Usman than me. But when he's done, he will go out as one of the top 5 greats to ever do it.
Active, dominant, and a multiple-time defending champion, Usman had done so much damage to the welterweights that he was considering moving up to 205 and even called out Canelo Alvarez for a boxing bout.
Who wins that fight, you or Canelo? Of course it's a tall-treated clown, but, you know, we saw what happened the last time I was an underdog.
That is how big Usman was back then, and the title challenger, Leon Edwards, was an afterthought. Usman had already defeated Leon Edwards years ago, and while Rocky had improved, Usman had transformed into a literal nightmare. So Leon was going to be another victim.
Success only drives me to work even harder, so if they're thinking that I'm slipping, it's gonna be a bad night for them.
UFC 278 was the stage for his 6th title defense, and Usman was the overwhelming favorite to win because, of course, early on, Edwards did surprise the champion with a crafty trip and controlled him, but this was nothing for the champion, who came back and dominated the next 4 rounds. With less than 1 minute to go, Leon Edwards, who we all thought was done for, faked the left hand and threw a head kick right after, shin to skull, and Usman was unconscious on the canvas. Defeated for the first time since 2013, the king had fallen, but dethroning Usman was no easy feat. He had dominated the vast majority of the fights, and a small slip to the right or even a partial block, and we would still be living in the Usman era. Rocky was the only guy capable of pulling that off, and while he did become champion, Lucky Shot was a popular sentiment among the fandom.
Good job, Rocky.
Defeated for the first time since 2013 and knocked out brutally, there were some concerns regarding Usman and how he would bounce back in the immediate rematch. After such a vicious loss, you should sit out for at least a year, but the trilogy bout was set to headline UFC 286 in Leon's home country. You get 30% better when you become champion. That is what they say. But if Usman was anywhere close to what he was before, even a boosted Leon Edwards was going to have trouble.
What's your excuse for the 3 rounds before that getting your head beat in? Your coach had to beg you. Come on, let's rock. Not one. Only you, son. Not one. You're getting only you, son.
Was he the same guy though? After a knockout like that, most fighters, even champions, are never the same. At UFC 286, it was time to find out, and the former champion definitely seemed a little gun-shy early on. Was the knockout still haunting him? Was his confidence and his durability cracked? Had he gotten old? I don't know. But one thing for sure, Leon Edwards was the best welterweight on the planet, and right from the start, he implemented a kick-heavy game plan. Kinda out of it early on, Usman came alive during the fights and made it a tough night for the defending champion. At the end of the fight, Usman had actually landed more punches to the head, but the decision went to Rocky. A majority decision at that, but it was clear that Edwards was the better fighter that night.
No, he's a brother, like myself, and much respect.
It was also clear that Usman was still an elite fighter, but many considered this loss as the beginning of the end. With 2 losses to Leon Edwards, Usman was not going to get a welterweight title shot as long as Rocky remained champion, but the Nigerian Nightmare still declared himself as the boogeyman of the division and called out Khamzat Chimaev as his next opponent.
I went into Dana's office and I said, hey, okay, this is the guy you guys are saying that is the next guy in the division. Okay, give me that guy.
Khamzat was interested in the fight as well, but he was also interested in killing everyone else, all the welterweights, middleweights, and light heavyweights, and so Usman moved on. With no championship duty hanging over his head, Usman was out there enjoying life, with the Khamzat fight scrapped. Bilal Muhammad was the obvious next pick for the once dominant champion, but Usman was in no hurry to get back, until he got a phone call 10 days before UFC 294.
He texted me, he was like, yo, what's up? He's like, well, I might be taking a fight.
Paulo Costa had a nasty staph infection. Khamzat Chimaev needed an opponent. This is the fight we wanted. Ever since Khamzat got his first rank win at 170. Scary champion versus the scary contender, but we were more than a year removed and this short notice bout was scheduled at middleweight. Usman, a championship level fighter who had not fought a 3-rounder in years, was given 10 days to prepare for a fight in Abu Dhabi.
I will miss this one day. And so, while I'm still here, why not cause as much chaos as possible?
Usman, being the savage that he is, accepted the middleweight bout, and he was a 2-1 underdog against Chimaev. The undefeated Phenom had gone through a war with Gilbert Burns, but you're as good as your last fight, and in his previous outing, he finished Kevin Holland in the first round, and apparently with his ungodly grappling attack, he was going to do the same to Usman.
Last 2 fights you lost. If you the bench, how are you lost?
Bohr shot his signature takedown seconds into the fight, and despite getting a 10-8 round, Usman survived the early onslaught, and just like the fight before, he came to his senses, found his old confidence during the heat of combat, and started landing combos on Chimaev. At the final bell, Usman did not get his hands raised. The fight was ruled yet another majority decision in favor of the undefeated fighter, but Usman had inflicted enough damage, and Khamzat did not seem as invincible anymore.
I think I broke my hand, man.
Surviving the first round, coming back, outlanding Boers on the feet, all of this on 10 days notice. For the first time in his career, Kamaru Usman was the people's champion, and while he looked distraught in the post-fight interview, his stock didn't plummet one bit.
He is as advertised. I give him his props, but, you tell me, does that look like I'm done?
He turned the bloodthirsty immortal into a battle-weary warrior. Enough said. A head kick knockout at the end of a fight he was winning, a majority decision against the reigning champion, another majority decision loss to an undefeated contender with the deck stacked against him. Yeah, this guy is definitely not going on a Tyron Woodley type skid anytime soon. Fractured confidence maybe, but once Usman shakes off the doubts, we see the old nightmare haunt the octagon, and he doesn't make it easy for anyone. A lifelong wrestler at 36 years of age is usually a dead man walking in MMA. But Usman still seems to be in the twilight of his prime, and his next opponent, whoever it is, will need to prepare appropriately, because this all-time great is a force to be reckoned with. And now, you know why.
Facts. He fight Whitaker though.
Yeah. I don't. I'm getting into UFC recently, but Kamaru Usman was a good beast. So.
I'm a UFC guru, man. So I want to shit all day.